Hello, this scenario is set up at this particular place, the Bingham Canyon copper mine in Utah. So I have taken this particular location. You can see it in 3D graphics. Now the first thing what we wanted to do is defining the region, and our objective was to obtain the navigational accuracy for this particular region using GPS satellites, GLONASS satellites, as well as placing terralites on the ground. So now the first thing what we did is I defined all the satellites, which includes the GPS satellites as well as the GLONASS. The GLONASS, you can see the orbits, and the non-orbit ones are in which the orbits are not displayed are the GPS satellites. So STK is capable of loading all the different kind of satellites. So coming back to the region of operation, now the first thing what we did is to find the navigational accuracy by using GPS satellites for the next 24 hours. After doing the calculation, this is the results what is obtained. You can see that over this entire region there is a navigational accuracy of below 6 meters, and in this region it is around 2 meters accuracy, and towards the center the accuracy reduces to like 4 or 5 meters. This is mainly because it's a high terrain in that region, and many of the time the satellites is blocked by the terrain itself. So that is why the center there is lesser navigational accuracy. So now I'm going to display taking both GPS and GLONASS satellites. You can see the navigational accuracy is slightly better compared to just using GPS satellites. You can see better navigational accuracy, but again toward the center it's still below 4 meters. It's around 4 meters. And in this region, wherever there is blue, it's very high. It's because it's high up and there is good visibility as well. So that was using satellites. The next thing what I did is I started using terralites. I placed 5 of them at 5 random locations. I placed 5 terralites, and based on this location I calculated what will be the navigational accuracy over the entire region, and this is what I get. The navigational accuracy is pretty less. It's like wherever there is red it is like 120 meter accuracy, and wherever there is blue it is almost 0. These regions wherever there is blue it's not covered because the terralites are placed almost inside. So in real cases we may not need to, there is no need to consider the entire region. We just need to find the navigational accuracy only at the region where the machine will be located. For example, if our machine is located in this particular region, we need to find only the navigational accuracy of that region. So you can see that using these 5 terralites, this will be the navigational accuracy of this region. At some places, maybe in this places it's very less. It may be because some of the terrain is getting obstructed. So if I zoom to the terralite 4, you may be able to see that there is kind of it's very steep over there, and maybe because of that this region the accuracy is not very good. So this is a result where there is like 5 terralites. I did one more analysis where I am placing only 4 of them. I took only 4 terralites into consideration. I removed the 5th one. So there is 4. So the navigational accuracy has reduced to around 200. But when I compute the percentage covered, you can see that even though the navigational accuracy is around 200 meters, there are certain regions which are missed out. That means only 92% of the area is covered. So this means that there are certain regions where the navigational accuracy is too less, or it doesn't have access to all the 4 terralites at all. So this may not hold good. So in the next case, I took a much more advanced problem where I have my mine region and I have my region of interest. I also placed another region where I don't want the terralites to be placed anywhere in this region. So my objective of this problem is to place different terralites. I placed 1, 2, 3 and 4 of them. I took 4 terralites, and my objective is to show them. I'll just increase the size so that you can see where it is located. Just run offset. So now you are able to see the position of these 4 terralites, and our objective is to place these terralites at any of this region so that the navigational accuracy of this blue region goes to the maximum. And when we place these terralites anywhere, it shouldn't come into any of these locations. Maybe we have our machines moving in all these regions, or it's very hard to place. So in STK we are even capable of defining the places where you don't want to keep the terralites. So that is the red region. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an optimization problem where I'm going to move all these terralites at various locations in this purple region. That means in this area defined, and STK will automatically find what will be the ideal location. So I set up the problem using analyzer. So in analyzer, what I did is I defined the design variables of these 4 terralites, its latitude and longitude varying in lower bound and upper bound, which makes it move in the entire area. Our objective is to minimize, the first objective is to minimize my navigational it's to minimize my navigational accuracy. That means I'm reducing this navigational accuracy meters. That's the lower it is, the better it is. So that is what I define here. The second one, even though I may be increasing the navigational accuracy, so when you set up mathematically, when you are increasing the navigational accuracy, that means your navigate when increases has to be set up as minimize, that because the number has to be lesser. The second one, what we define is the percentage satisfied. This means that even though the navigational accuracy may be higher, we want it to be higher throughout the region. That means the entire region. We don't want any region to be missed out. That was what happened over here when I set up the problem earlier. By randomly placing the 4 terralites, there are certain regions which missed out, only 92% area of covered. But here our objective was to increase the percentage satisfied also. So this becomes a multi-objective problem. And one of the constraints what we have to define was, you don't want the terralites to be placed anywhere in this region. So I using chains, I did a constraint that you don't want this particular chain object. I define it as no terra zone, this area target and all the terralites. And it means that when it is inside, when any of the terralites is placed somewhere over here, it gives a message that it shouldn't be placed over there. So these constraints are also taken into account. And what I did, we have several algorithms available. I tried many of them. One of the good results what I got was from Dakota, which is from Sandia Labs. Convent method. You can use any other algorithms you want. And the results what I obtained after the run is given here. So these are all the runs what I did. These were all the runs. I did around 50 of runs, and you can see it in 2D graphics also. These are all the runs where blue is the percentage satisfied, red is the objective, green is the percentage satisfied, and the sum. So you can see everything plotted in the Data Explorer. To get a clearer picture, I would like to show it in a 3D graph. Here, this is the navigational accuracy, which is the y-axis. This is the x-axis is the percentage area satisfied, and the z-axis is the constraint. We want the constraint to be 0. That means that none of the terralites are placed inside that no terrain region. And we want the navigational accuracy to be much accurate. That means the lesser it is, the more accurate it is. And the percentage satisfied to be higher. That means we would prefer it to be 100%. So from this graph, it's very clear that these are all the results which will be more accurate, because if I take one of these results, you can see the percentage it is covering is only 50, and there are some certain constraints which is violated. Only the 0, these are the only the results which hasn't violated the constraint, and these are the results which gives a maximum solution. So if I zoom into this region, you can have a look at almost all the results, and you can see we want it to be minimum. So I can take one of these result over here, and I can view what was the result obtained. So you can see that the minimum obtained was around 216 meters. So coming back to this result, it was one of the runs which obtained 216. You can see all the runs over here, and this was the result which give you the best result, where I have covered 100% of the region, and my navigational accuracy is this much, and I haven't violated any of the constraint. So the result what I obtained looks like this, the final result. I just take off. So you can see that this is my navigational accuracy. So using the optimization methods, you will be able to define which is the ideal location for you to keep the terralites, so that you can see that the result what you obtain over here, I haven't placed myself the terrain in this region. Basically STK has done it. It has taken terralites, it randomly placed all over the region, and it has automatically given the result. So I'll just show what had happened, because the run takes some time. So I'll just for your reference, I'll show what happens when I'm running the solution. So when I click on run, you will see that the terralites this is how I did obtain my result. So it is starting a simulation. You can see the values coming in, and you can see the terralites placed at various locations. So it is changing the position, and this is how I had got the results what I had shown earlier. Thank you. Our next objective is to do a custom application using some of the algorithms what is defined here. Thank you.